Hello dear learners, I am Dr. Asya Mudassir. In the previous video, we discussed the knowledge base of teacher education through the viewpoints of Schulman, Deng, Luke and Habermas. In this video, let's discuss another important topic that unfolds the secret of good teaching. Before going deep into the topic, what if I tell you, one simple habit can make a teacher improve every single day, and that simple habit is reflection. कौन सी आदत कौन सा राज The secret of habit of reflection by a teacher for the better cause of the learners. So let's discuss the meaning, strategies and steps of reflective teaching. Now, just imagine a teacher has just explained a new difficult topic in the class. अभी अभी पढ़ा के निकले हैं teacher. So the teacher realizes, in spite of the best teaching efforts by the teacher, the student look confused. उनके दिमाग में सवाल हैं. वो कंफ्यूज लग रहे हैं. So what should be the next move of the teacher? What should the teacher do? क्या करना चाहिए इस वक्त टीचर को? चलो समझते हैं. Let's understand. So here, instead of moving forward, a teacher starts asking themselves the questions. वो सवाल करते हैं खुद से. जो reflective teachers होते हैं वो खुद से सवाल करते हैं. And these questions, ये सवाल, often its beginning happens after class. जब क्लास हो जाती है उसके बाद दिमाग में सवाल आने शुरू हो जाते हैं टीचर के with just a single moment of thought. वो सोचते रहते हैं कि क्या होना चाहिए था. So the questions that start bursting from the mind of a reflective teacher are, why did some students not understand the topic? क्यों नहीं समझ पाए students ये lesson? Was my explanation clear? Could I have used a better example? Perhaps they could have understood better. तो यही क्वेश्चंस फूटते रहते हैं एक रिफ्लेक्टिव टीचर के दिमाग से. So my dears, these very questions lay the foundation for making the next lesson better than before. On behalf of these questions, एक टीचर इरादा करता है कि नेक्स्ट लेक्चर बेहतर हो स्टूडेंट्स की अंडरस्टैंडिंग और उनकी समझ के लिए. So based on this thinking, the teacher improves the next lesson, and this continuous thinking and improvement is called reflective teaching. So, reflective teaching means thinking carefully about one's own teaching practices to improve them continuously, and it involves analyzing what happened in the classroom, identifying what worked and what didn't, and making changes for the better learning. So, reflective teaching is a process in which teachers critically examine their teaching experiences to improve their effectiveness, ताकि बच्चे अच्छे से समझ पाए. So this is the reflective teaching, an idea given by Donald Schön. Net students, please remember this. इसको याद रखिए that the idea was given by Donald Schön. So let's discuss the strategies for promoting reflective teaching. Reflective teaching को promote करने के लिए, encourage करने के लिए एक teacher कौन सी strategies, कौन सी हिकमत अमली और तदबीर अपना सकते हैं. So there are many of them, many strategies like maintaining a reflective journal, pair observation, self-evaluation, student feedback, action research, group discussion and collaboration, and use of technology. These can be used. So first is maintaining a reflective journal. Here, the teacher writes daily or weekly reflections about what they taught, what were the students' responses, and what were the problems faced by the teacher. तो एक टीचर जो है वो नोट डाउन कर सकता है नोटबुक पे या डायरी पे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अ टीचर राइट्स स्टूडेंट्स स्ट्रगल्ड विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. आई शुड यूज मोर रियल लाइफ एग्जाम्पल्स नेक्स्ट टाइम. नेक्स्ट इज द पेयर ऑब्जर्वेशन. Here the teacher observes each other's classes and give feedback. For example, one teacher notices that another uses engaging questions and suggests adopting similar techniques. तो एक दूसरे को देखकर teachers सीख सकते हैं, improve कर सकते हैं. Next is self-evaluation. Teachers here evaluate their own teaching using checklists, feedback forms जो आजकल online teaching में मिलते हैं feedback forms. Recorded lessons वो record कर सकते हैं lessons उससे देख सकते हैं identify कर सकते हैं अपने mistakes. For example, watching a recorded lecture to identify the mistakes. Next is the student feedback. This is very important that students provide feedback on teaching methods के टीचर ने कौन से टीचिंग मेथड्स यूज किए थे, वो बेहतर थे कि उनको इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है. नेक्स्ट इज द क्लैरिटी ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशन कितनी थी और द क्लासरूम एनवायरनमेंट कैसा था. For example, students say we understand better when the teacher gives example. Next is the action research. Here, the teacher conducts the small research in their own classroom to solve problems. For example, trying two different teaching methods and comparing results. एक टीचर जो है वो एक पूरे क्लास को दो हिस्सों में बांट सकता है, दो ग्रुप्स में. तो एक ग्रुप को एक टीचिंग मेथड से पढ़ाया, दूसरे ग्रुप को दूसरे टीचिंग मेथड से पढ़ाया और फिर कंपेयर किए रिजल्ट्स, जिससे वो खुद को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. Next is the group discussion and collaboration. Here, the teacher discussed teaching experiences with the colleagues. For example, sharing ideas in the staff meeting about improving students' engagement. Next is the use of technology. Here, using video recordings, online tools, or applications to reflect on teaching. For example, recording a class and reviewing it later. एक टीचर ने क्लास में पढ़ाते पढ़ाते रिकॉर्ड किया अपना लेसन और फिर वो देखेगी और उसको देखेगी और आइडेंटिफाई करेगी अपनी मिस्टेक्स. So in conclusion, we can say reflective teaching helps teacher become more aware, more effective, more responsive to the students' needs. It is a continuous process of learning from experience and improving teaching practice. So let's discuss the steps in the reflective teaching. The reflective teaching is a cycle in which a teacher continuously improves their practices. और ये improvement इसीलिए होता है ताकि जो students हैं वो बेहतर तरीके से समझ पाए एक concept. So इसके लिए teacher बहुत सारे steps use करता है. The first step is planning, action, observation, reflection, evaluation, and modification. And after that, the cycle continues. So let's begin with the planning step. So first planning step वो क्या होता है? The teacher plans the lesson before teaching. Selects the content. Here the teacher decides the teaching methods and then prepares examples and activities. For example, planning to teach fractions using real life objects like fruit. एक fruit ले सकता है, ये एक day to day example है. एक fruit ले जा सकता है टीचर स्कूल अपने स्टूडेंट्स को दिखाने के लिए, जिसकी वजह से वो उनको fractions का concept समझा सकता है. तो ये plan कर रहा है टीचर. After planning, the teacher takes the action. Now, this is the teaching part. तो क्या करता है? The teacher implements the plan in the classroom, delivers the lesson, interacts with the students के साथ बातचीत होती है, uses teaching strategies, different teaching strategies the teacher uses as per the need of the learner. For example, explaining fraction using an apple in the class. एक apple को teacher काटेगा, उसके बाद काट के उनको सिखा सकता है वो fractions क्या होते हैं. Next is the observation step. The teacher carefully observes what happens during the teaching. क्या हो रहा है teaching के दौरान? Like students' reactions कैसे थे? What was the level of understanding? How did the students participated in the class? किसने participate किया? किसने नहीं participate किया? ऐसे वो देख सकते हैं, observe कर सकते हैं. For example, noticing that some students are confused while others are engaged. तो ये हो गया observation step. After that comes the reflection part. तो रिफ्लेक्शन में ये होता है आफ्टर द क्लास द टीचर थिंक्स क्रिटिकली अबाउट द लेसन, व्हाट वर्कड वेल, कौन सी ऐसी एग्जांपल्स, कौन सी ऐसी स्ट्रेटजीज थे जिससे मेरा लेसन अच्छे से स्टूडेंट को समझ में आ गया, तो कौन सी ऐसी गलतियां थी, मिस्टेक्स थी जिससे कंफ्यूज हो गए स्टूडेंट्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, व्हाट डिड नॉट वर्क एंड व्हाई डिड सम स्टूडेंट्स नॉट अंडरस्टैंड, क्यों नहीं अंडरस्टैंड कर पाए स्टूडेंट्स, क्या वजह थी उसकी. And the idea is strongly, this idea reflection is strongly linked with Donald Schön, जो मैंने पहले ही बताया था आपको. It's important for NET exam. And next step is evaluation. The teacher evaluates the effectiveness of the teaching, checks students' learning, identifies strengths and weaknesses. For example, giving a short test or asking questions. This comes in evaluation. And after evaluation is the modification, that is the improvement. And improvement is possible only when the reflection, teacher reflects. So the teacher here in modification, the teacher makes changes for the future teaching, like improves methods, like uses better examples and changes the strategies as per the needs and the requirements of the learners. For example, deciding to use more visuals or activities next time is the example of this modification. So the simple cycle to remember is that it has plan, teach, observe, reflect, evaluate and improve. So this is all about the steps of teaching, reflective teaching. So at last we can say that there are 6 stages of reflective teaching. Each stage is a step towards improvement. In this way, it becomes a never-ending cycle of improvement. Plan, teach, observe, reflect, and then improve. So at last, we learned that analyzing what happened in the class and making it better next time, but this is not just thinking, but also acting on it. So this was all for today. See you in the next video. Thank you.